Hi, so this is April, and I just wanted to talk about sort of taking a chance, breaking boundaries, displaying courage as part of the year-long Life Coach Light program. I just wanted to talk about my own experiences and just about sort of taking a few chances and just trying to sort of break a few boundaries. And I remember, like in 2013, I was just having a little bit of a tough time, really, and just feeling a little bit purposeless. And but I was in a clothes shop, and I'd been sort of praying at the time, and I felt really drawn to a T-shirt, and it said on the T-shirt, written in the stars, and I kind of thought at the time that this was like really was God sort of speaking to me, saying that don't worry, things are going to work out, and it is written in the stars. You are going to get somewhere. Um, and so I believe the week after I was in church, and I thought, it's quite a small church at the time, and so I stood up and I just tried to encourage others that we really needed to have faith that God would break through, that situations would change, and that things would happen. And I sort of left it at that for then. I remember seeing Tipping Point, the quiz show, for the first time. I'd never seen it before, but I saw just the final round, and the guy, I answered all the questions that the guy had in the final round correctly. I thought, oh, this doesn't look too difficult, so I thought, oh, I'll give it a go then. I remember I was sat in a McDonald's when doing some work on my laptop, and I just went and applied online for the show. Um, I then got a phone call from them. I was in B&Q car park, and they asked me 10 questions, and I had to answer those general knowledge questions. Thankfully, I did all right there, and they thought that I had some potential. Um, and then I went to the Tipping Point auditions, and there's another video on my TreeonLife page that you can follow on that of how that Tipping Point audition went, and the process. So anyway, yeah, I found myself on the quiz show, and amazingly, there was the topics sort of fell into my lap. Really, I had things like religion and films and certain music that I was into and sport, and it was yeah, a lot of the questions were quite tailor made, um, and amazingly, I got through to the final, and even more amazingly, I won the £10,000, which was astounding. Um, and Funnily enough, as I went to church a couple of weeks after it was shown, and and they showed the clip, and I went to the front, and I just sort of shared some of my experiences. And funnily enough, the hymn "10,000 Reasons" was played that day as well, sort of unbeknownst to anyone else. Um, and Yeah, just kind of it was an amazing sort of thing to happen, really. And yeah, it was brilliant, and it just made me realise, really, you should never really just accept your circumstances as they are. I think it's good to accept in some ways, as in to be comfortable where you are, be content, definitely. But there's no harm with pushing a few doors here and there just to see what happens. And that's what I did, really. And so I think, especially where you sort of feel led in certain areas, I think it's good to push the boat out and just see what happens. I think it's in Ecclesiastes. It says something like, you send out several boats because you just don't know which boat will come back bearing gifts. So I think sometimes it's good to not all put all your eggs in one basket and just and see what happens. And amazingly, the cherry on the cake for the program was at the end. I think me and Ben Shepherd got quite excited that I'd won, and he said, there, you see, it's written in the stars." And he obviously had no idea of my story, but obviously that was the phrase that was on the T-shirt that I bought a year before, so yeah, it was written in the stars according to God. And so yeah, so I just want to encourage you this month to have faith, have courage, pray, and just try a few things and see what happens. Thank you.